lot less. So I had got in here on our call, peaked right about here because I was 60 pips drawdown. But I
Mm-hmm.
kept watching it because I'm like, okay, it's still respecting this level of lower time frame structure. We still got it's a clear downtrend on a lower time frame. But then when it came down here, I marked the buy. Two reasons. So if we hop up to the higher time frame, you in an area of support, large area of support.
Mm-hmm.
I got these two zones here, and then just seeing on well, also this is your point B, or it's creating point B. And so when you look on a lower time frame, now you see a lower high or a higher low point. Now you expecting either a steeper retrace, but knowing it's a counter trend. I
Right.
feel like that was a good spot to get in,
Mm-hmm.
especially on the M30, just because what I'm saying, you're only looking at 35 pips drawdown.
Mm-hmm.
Extend this over, but now it's broken the trend line, and
Mm-hmm.
so I feel like you're building
Just
equity.
you just want to remember that you never put your technicals before structure, so you still making lower highs. You know
Oh,
what I mean? But it's cool. It's like what you doing is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Just never get caught up in the concept that my technicals is come before structure. It's always market structure, then it's your technicals. But you
okay,
right on point. Keep flowing how you was flowing.
okay. So now it's still. I mean, so my next point that I'm looking for it to hit would be this lower high or this level of resistance it's been respecting on the lower time frame. And I think
Mm-hmm.
once it breaks that, I think a lot of the buying pressure or a lot of the selling pressure is eased, and now we in buys.
Mm-hmm.
But also, what I did was, I remember seeing it on some webinar, was just making trend lines on a lower time frame, just kind of tracking that. So that's what I had did here. So once it had made this lower high here or higher low point here, trend line, that was another bounce right there. So that could, to me, that could have been either, this probably would have been a better entry than this one, because I feel like on a lower time frame, I'm always early. So with this entry I had here, I could have waited until it tapped again. That's messy, so I wouldn't want to mess with that. But this would have been a good entry for the come down to this was a level of support. But since we got this here, I know it's in the zone. I know it's an overall uptrend. Looking to carry this to
Hold on,
the.
bro. Hold on.
Oh, you good.
Go ahead, bro. Keep flowing.
So just looking at where it's at right now, how structure is forming, and I guess that makes a lot of sense because I think I do that a lot. I
Yeah.
will mess around and put my technicals before my structure. So
Yeah. So I never do that, bro. So that way you always aware of where how momentum's flowing. Like that's good though that you notice like all right, boom, it broke a certain angle of my trend line. Um, you know what I'm saying? But it's still keeping a certain flow of momentum as well. So if I do see a certain type of momentum or spike, it's not gonna surprise me. You know what I mean? Like I'm not getting surprised and being like, oh, I need to close or nothing like that. It's just like, boom, I still have my projection. I know where I'm expecting the market to go, and I'm gonna let the market breathe, you know, and flow till it gets to my projection or until it tells me that I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Mhm.
So would you say this trend line is too steep for a counter?
I would spread out just a little bit, like on that bearish wick. I would put it on that bearish wick.
Got you.
Yeah, like right there. Yep.
Okay. Because this is, let's see, one, two, three. This is nice consolidation. So I would think this is
Yeah.
probably noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Exactly.
still respecting this level of resistance here. So okay. So with being early, it's just putting structure or keeping structure before technicals.
Yep.
Or technicals. So yeah, but I mean, I've noticed, and when I started back testing, gold, like average drawdown was like 30 pips, or average risk was 30 pips. But the
Mm-hmm.
reward is so worth it because it pushes that I was like, you know what? Because you like on this one, you get, you know what I'm saying, 40 point, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's, it don't make no sense.
Right.
Um,
Like the risk of reward could get crazy.
especially
You
when you,
just gotta be able to flow, bro. Just gotta be able to flow.
yeah, I feel like I'm getting the sauce back. I ain't gonna hold you up,
That's
man.
good, bro. That's good, bro. That mean we working. That mean we
Yeah,
working. That's what I like to hear.
I had really just been, have been thinking about it, man, like so many times about how, because even in the 5DC, I messed up. And I remember you were doing, I literally remember it, you were doing a test with somebody else.
Okay.
And in the 5DC, I had messed up. I was flowing, and Q was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like a robot, just start glitching.
And
So I
then
was
got
like,
paralysis real quick.
paralysis. And so ever since then, I was like, dang, dang. So I always had this little, and he had told me, he was like, don't doubt yourself. I mean, you had it, but then I asked you if you were sure, you got lost. And I was like, well, yeah, because I wasn't sure. So I get in the momentum, but I do. So the other one that I was looking at, I took an L on this one, but like I said, I wasn't really tripping. UJ tried to identify structural. Structure was cleanest to me on
Mm-hmm.
H4. Um, I seen this is the area where I took the L. So what I immediately did, just because I seen the candles weren't big, I went to H1, tried to identify the structure, just seen it's like a high forming. So I immediately jumped down to M15. I seen this level of M15 support, got a buy here, came up, came down, and then boom, knocked me out. I wasn't mad at that one because it wasn't bad. Like, but I was within structure, but I was at a high point, so it
Mm-hmm.
was more risky. So I understand that. 6 pips.
Yeah.
I can't get mad at that
No, yeah, you can't get mad at that. Can't
one.
get
But zooming out, understand it, it's still
yeah.
bullish on H1. And then that's what I wanted to ask you about again. So with random lines can cut through price, but you don't do zones through price.
Say that again.
So random lines, because I remember I had a zone on
What you
uh
mean like the zone you got right now?
yeah, the
No,
H1 zone.
that's fine. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool.
All right. Because I was thinking, I remember yesterday you guys said
Because
something.
that was a resistance exhaustion point. Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine. And then it came back and respected the exhaustion on the top end, so that's fine.
okay.
All right, yep, yep, that's perfect.
So but now I mean I could see the flow of the market, but
Yeah,
like I know right here, normally I get anxious and then I go to M5 to see more detail. Looking at structure, clear downtrend. It's a double bottom here
mm-hmm.
on M5. So entry probably would have been here. But again, that's that same thing that you had just said was putting structure first.
Yep.
So I should either wait till it breaks this trend line and then form structure because this is early. So I should wait till it breaks the trend line and then give me a higher low point and then enter.
Right.
Yeah, I caught myself there, but I get it. Because I will do that so much. I had that written in that journal I got. because I've always wanted the best entry possible instead of getting the smartest entry possible.
Yeah, bro. It's all about just getting the entry where you're comfortable with what you're risking.
Yeah. And then when I started back testing you had said that you look at, when it comes down to a zone, either the top of a zone or a bottom of a zone. So much
When it's
fucking sauce.
when it's consolidating and stuff, yeah.
Okay.
That's where you're gonna find your edge at, because you got something that you could base price off of.
So much fucking sauce. So much fucking sauce. So when I was back testing, I've noticed it either goes to the top of the zone, even in most cases, it'll go to the top of the zone or to the bottom of the zone, and then you'll see price action fluctuate or get indecisive and consolidating. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then you know a direction, and then you just want to flow with that direction. Yep. Yeah, bro. We just keep it simple, man.
I was thinking about it.
I love your charts, bro. Like your charts look good, bro. Like
I've been working.
those look good, man.
But yeah, so that's where I'm at with UJ. I had peaked at US 30. I seen it dip, and I see Q had posted.
Yeah, it's been nasty for me on that joint. I ain't really been trading that. I've been looking at other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been looking at other stuff.
Pure consolidation.
Yeah, like it's just been real. The momentum's been real weird. So I just been
How do you pull yourself back? I was thinking about that the other day, man. Like, we'll get into the flow
Mhm.
and you understand it. Cause it's not like you don't know. It's not like, again, you said it. It's not like I don't know what I'm doing, but it's
Yeah.
like
I
I
mean, with me, it's just like if it's a different type of environment and the risk, I don't see good risk opportunities for me. Then
okay.
it's like I just know I ain't there yet. Like so, it's like instead of me wanting to lose money, I'll just either wait it out or like I'm doing now. I'll just like look at have another pair like I'll look at or
Okay.
start looking at something else or wanting to learn something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
But
just
even with that, I'll take it slow. Like I won't like use the same lot. Like for instance, if I was going to like NASDAQ 100 or whatever, like I would still start out like with a good lot size, like use good risk management, stuff like that, just because it's an unfamiliar pair, but it still moves a little similar because it's correlated to US 30 or whatever the case is, like, or if it's GJ or if it's GU or whatever. It's just like I'll adjust because it's like it's not so much about the money. It's just about like if I want to trade and find good quality setups, good moves, and just grow equity every day.
yeah.
Yeah. But if not, like when it's doing stuff like this, I just chill, bro.
I
Do other
understand.
stuff. Yeah, like back tests, do other stuff. It's the perfect time to like back test US 30 when it's like just consolidating like this.
Okay.
Because unless you was catching like up in the wick areas, then it's like
You talking about like over here or
yeah,
down?
like yeah. Like if you was like up there, yeah, then you was good. But trying to get in somewhere in the mix down there, yeah,
So
it's a lot of consolidation, a lot of sideways movement.
okay. It makes so much sense when you look at it and then you like keep talking. So I'm glad that you be recording these because I started to watch the other one and even some of your other students. I just didn't know. I mean, they up there, so I guess they wouldn't have a problem with it or nothing like that.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, man. I just try to utilize my platform and give back, show show the recordings and stuff like that.
Cause
Me.
you putting out a new book.
Yeah, bro. New journal, man. Got some sauce in that joint.
When is
Got some
that gonna be
sauce in that
available?
joint. It's on pre-order right now. So
Okay.
for real, yeah, I'm still working on, but you can get it at psychfx.myshopify.com.
Okay, I think I still got the site because I think I
Yeah,
ordered the last one off of the vet.
yeah, but they on pre-order right now. I'm still putting the finishing touches on them, as far as like the info and stuff like that. But it's some sauce, man. I changed the whole template layout. I changed the whole everything. There's a whole new. It's the pandemic edition. Just put it like that. It's
Love
about
that. Love
getting
that.
that bag. Like what helped me, what type of mental framework I had to get to that bag, and how I track my trades and stuff like that.
Okay. Are you tracking your trades? Well, I mean, mostly it's US 30, but so what time frame are you tracking US? Are you at hour or is it the same time frame that you
Most of the time, I'm on like the hour time frame. Like, and then I'll just use the H4 as like a guide. But most of the time, I'm on the hour time frame, hour to 15 minute. That's where I be.
okay.
I'm a technician.
Hey,
When it comes to that, when it comes to that hour and 15.
yeah. Yeah. Once you had gave me those conversions, I was just like structure became so
Yeah,
more
man.
clear.
Got him from Q, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he be giving out the sauce in the group. So I'm always a student. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
Always a student, man. And if it works for me, then it's like shit. It might work for y'all. If it don't work for y'all, then that's cool.
Worth a try. I feel that. I feel that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, those just the biggest things I had from last takeaway, man. It was just like I see price so much more clear now. Like it's crazy. Like I feel like
Good, bro. I'm glad these joints helping, bro.
I'm
Man, they helping, man. Make me feel good, man.
ready to do it. I'm anxious because I want to start trading a bigger account, but I'm like, let me go ahead and you know what I'm saying, ease myself back into it.
Yeah, bro. That money ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere, bro. It's the byproduct. Once you once you doing what you need to be doing, everything else gonna come.
That, that.
Yeah, for sure. Show that. How you feel this week? You feel like you've been where we at? Wednesday. How you feel as far as like your goals? You feel like you on target for hitting your goals for the week?
I'm not. But I feel good. I feel better. Like it was last night I was back testing. So like kind of like all day yesterday, I feel a lot more confident. And I've been just,
Mm-hmm.
working on that, trusting your technicals. I've written that down like 17 times in my where I'm taking notes at right now. And it's not, you know, I mean, just because I'm not using the lot sizes I want to use.
Spend time thinking about how you want to trade. Like spend a lot of time thinking about like meditating on it. Like I'm trading this pair. What times has it been moving? What type of lot size I want to use. You know, what type of what major market patterns am I good at? Do I capitalize on? What candlestick patterns do I capitalize on? Like spend a lot of time thinking about that. Like so when it appears, like it's like second nature. Like you just triggered to go ahead and do what you're fundamentally used to doing. You know what I mean? So like spend a lot of time like just thinking about the market, bro. Like watching. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
I feel like
And
I
it
put in
helps.
so much work, man. Like, been working, and just, trying to match your work with what you feel like your results are. And it's like a mind game.
Don't make it like that. Like, don't even make it like that. Like, just trade, bro. Just wake up and do what you do. Just trade. Just wake up and trade, bro. You don't even gotta be all that.
I see so much potential and I'm like, you know what, I gotta be a part of it, gotta be a part of it, not realizing that, you know what I mean, that there's other ways to be a part of it instead of just being always in the market. So
Yeah, man. Like, you don't gotta be all that. Just take what you need. That's why you have plans. That's why you have goals. So that way you have pip counts. That's why you have profit goals. So that way you taking exactly what you need from the market and then you done. You're going to live your life. You're getting your time. You're getting your freedom. You're getting your being able to go anywhere you want. Like that's why you do this. Time freedom, location freedom. Like, that's what this gives you. You know.
I get it. I get it. Honestly, I get it. So I'm just excited for that book to come. And
Yeah, bro. You gonna like the Curtis Faith joint, Way of the Turtle. Hmm. That's a go-to.
is it okay?
Oh, man. For
I,
real.
I was looking. I mean, I've heard the YouTube sermon, not the full sermons. The was it the Mark Douglas?
Yeah, I fuck with Mark Douglas. I fuck with him too, but yo, he ain't fucking with my nigga Curtis Faith, bro. Not on the joint. Like Mark Douglas is good at what he does. Don't get me wrong. Like you know what I'm saying? He's a stepper, you know what I'm saying, in this industry for sure. Like big OG, but Curtis Faith, when it comes to this shit,
Yeah.
I went to school for that. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
It's like he know what he talking about.
Okay.
You know what he talking about, bro. And he gonna drop some gems on you that's gonna have you looking at the market like, oh, I need to approach it like this. Like, you know, while everybody else approaching it like that, I need to approach it from this type of way. You know what I mean? And really just like be a bird's eye view from a bird's eye view, you know?
Okay. I'm excited, man. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Ready. I'm ready to keep putting in work and keep working. So, you want me to just continue to keep back testing and
Yeah, that's what I want you to do, man. Continue back testing, get the book. Still try to lay it, keep, like I said, thinking about your plan, thinking about um what it is that you want out of this, and how and what that roadmap looks like, like really draw that shit out. Like I had a plan, like people don't understand. I had a plan, bro. Like, you feel me? Like I had a whole plan I wrote out, you know what I mean?
love it.
Like I was gonna have a certain amount by a certain date, I was gonna finish the FTMO by a certain date. Like, I even had like my trade plan that I had up here. You feel me? Like certain stuff that it said, like, big wins, small losses, manage risk, patience pays, quality setups, low risk, high reward opportunities, big potential trades, time frame, entrenched correlation.
Mm,
Your rules give you a high probability of success. More accurate your entries are, the more comfortable you'll be psychologically. Just pay attention to the volatility between the time sessions and adjust. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain shit like you gotta manifest and really want that shit. That's why I be telling people, like, if you really want something, like you gonna have a plan to get it. You're not just gonna be capping, or you're gonna be in the same place, because what happens is if you're not keeping record, how you gonna know where you was at?
sure.
Cause think about it in a time sense, right? Like fuck all this trade shit, right? Fuck all this, like, on some real life shit, right? Everything's all happening at once, right? Everything's all happening at once. So if everything's all happening at once, how can you track if you're getting better, if you're not writing nothing down? How can you track what lot size you was doing last month, what trades you was doing last month, to see a certain type of progression? Like you won't be able to see it. You won't know. You just gonna be out here doing whatever. Same thing with your life, though. That's why they say this trade shit reflects your life, because it's the same shit with your life. Like if you don't got no type of plan for your life, you're just gonna be out here doing whatever. If you have no aim, you don't have a purpose, you don't have a goal. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have an aim. You have to have something that's gonna push you and motivate you to, you know, hit certain points, you know, and fail and fail and fail and fail and fail until you understand what those corrections need to be and those learning opportunities need to be to get it right.
Wow. I've heard similar stuff to that. But I ain't never heard nobody put it like that. No cap, bro. No cap. Because that shit just made so much fucking sense. Like I had goals, but it's like I would meet them and then I would fall back off. Like
Yeah,
I had, like that's one of the things I wrote down or I had journaled about. It's like I feel like I get to a new level and then I slip.
yeah.
And I think that's because I need to update my goals more often.
I stay revising my goals. I was just telling the young boy that on the last one. I stay revising my goals. I think about my goals probably like, man, probably like 7, 8 times a day, bro. Like, I stay revising, bro. Like what I need to do. Do I need to push this up? Do I need to keep doing this? Do I need to do that? Do I need to take this chance? What's the risk gonna look like if I do this? You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to anything, like as a business person, that's why I'm saying you gotta treat yourself like a business so that way anything else that you move with is gonna be business related, it's not gonna be hard for you to to do certain things and move a certain way because you're not gonna be attached, and that's how you detach from stuff because everything's a business. I'm not looking at it as like I'm attached to what's happening in the now. I'm looking at it to like I want to flow with what's going on in the now,
Mm.
you know, like
Yes.
and take what's for me. And if things aren't going my way, then I want to cut my losses early. Simple as that. Simple as that. And it's on to the next. Same thing with my wins. Big wins, cool. I get them. On to the next. Because I still have to place another trade at some time. It ain't like I'm gonna get that one big trade and stop trading for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like people get so consumed with that idea and that euphoric idea, like, and it's like, nah, bro, like real life, you're gonna be trading, bro. Like if you fuck with this shit, this is what you're gonna do,
Yeah.
regardless. So it's like if you do it the right way, you know what I'm saying, you could gradually grow in this shit. But if you try to rush through it, then you might never get there,
Yeah.
or it's gonna be, a long time before you get there. So
Mm. Yeah. I love this whole thing that you got going on because, bro, I'm not going, like every time we get ready to exit a meeting, you give me so much to think about.
yeah.
So much to think about. And all right, like I said it before, but I really appreciate, what I'm saying, you put this out there. For real, bro.
Thing,
For
bro.
real.
It ain't
Yeah,
no
man.
thing, bro. That's what we here for.
And your purpose, man. You and your purpose and you and your bag.
Yeah, that's what we're here for, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to go
Iron,
back and
iron
rewatch.
sharpens iron.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. I'm gonna definitely have to go back and rewatch this one.
That's a bet, bro. Well, shoot, I'll hit your phone, man. We get up like Friday, Saturday or something.
Okay. So I'm
All right,
down. I appreciate it again, bro.
all right.